Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what we have for you right now. We have a very attractive British car. When British cars were the thing, when British brands, well, actually, this is already at the end of the road, but still were British. They were made in Britain and they were still very British. And what I mean nowadays, many of the left brands are from Britain. They either own or they were owned by Ford or owned by other Chinese brands, but they were not really British no more. But still, this one was still at the end of that era that, you know, not saying that we're reliable, that's a different story. But at least the style, the comfort, the luxury, the regalness, it was there. But let's get to the point. Let's see what we got for you right now. We have a 143 scale, 1991 till 1994 Jaguar XJR, or as we know it better as the XJ40. Specifically, this one's the XJ40. I really like this car. This is one of those Jaguars that I kind of still remember them because you may not see them around barely anymore, but it doesn't mean that it has been forgotten. You know, this is a style of Jaguars that I really liked back then. Not saying that Jaguars are not what it used to be, but not saying it, but I want to say it, if you understand what I mean. Because again, unfortunately, they quite lost that momentum. You know, the car that we all liked and respected and wanted to see them on the roads. And then after a few years, we used to see them all in the shops because they were all messed up with some type of problem of many of the problems that Jaguar have and had and still has. But again, the cars were attractive, and unfortunately, most of them are gone. Very few of them are left as a classic. People quite did not want to have them no more because there were pure problems, and nobody grows dollars off the trees. So when you keep putting money, 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 money in the car, you kind of give up on it and you lose that attractiveness again because instead of seeing it in your garage, you are seeing it in the car shop more. And that's not what nobody wants to have. This model right here, it's a resin model before I forget, and is made by Matrix. What a nice, attractive car. It's not my favorite brand for resin models. I'm not gonna lie. I think I like a little bit more Neo, just to say one. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't like the platform they use. I'm not gonna lie. It's so big, so bulky. It takes so much space. I want to see them in a smaller platform. Not many of you may agree on me in there, but when your space is not as big as you want to be and you have so many diecast and resins that you want just to the least space the better, my say, just my opinion, my humble opinion, like people say. All right, let's talk about this nice looking car. This right here, it's the let's see, it's the 1986 till 2003 model, but this one specifically is a 1991 till 1994. Now the XJ40 lasted until like I said before, 1994. And let's just talk about this model specifically. This right here, let's talk about engine wise. We have a few different engines depending on the model. We have a 2.9, a 3.2, a 3.6, and a 4.0. All of these were 6 cylinders. Now we have a big engine, which is a 6.0 V12. V12, people. That is huge, especially on a sedan. Usually the V12, if you find them, you might find them in a. No, what am I talking about? No, I'm not talking because I know that a few Germans I think had a V12 also. So let me retract that part. I mean German sedans. Okay, transmissions. We have a 4-speed automatic and a 5-speed manual. Both the best of both worlds. Like I always say, you want to have different options. All right, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. Tell me, doesn't this model bring you memories? Well, at least to me, it brings a lot of them. I I used to love seeing these cars on the road. They were just so attractive to look at. When I was younger, I didn't have one of these. I did never drove one of these. But I found them very attractive, and I always like to see them. Let me know in the comments below what you guys remember about these models. Were they sold in your country? Were they reliable? Which is a big question mark. Let me know where you guys are from. And don't forget, let me know what you guys collect. If you collect the diecast or resin or white metal, what scales you guys collect. All right, everyone. Don't forget to give me a beautiful thumbs up, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, as I always say, and goodbye.